Tell me if this sounds like you. You are trying to become the best version of yourself for the winter, but you get really sad during the winter. You've probably seen this winter arc thing all over your page, but how do you do it, and how do you do it while having fun? In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to romanticize your winter arc so that you could still have fun this winter. You could still accomplish becoming your best self while also having the best time. So the first step is actually romanticizing your goal setting process, because sometimes setting goals can feel really daunting. Sometimes it feels like I'm so far away from where I want to be, and you don't even want to sit down and do it because it feels so overwhelming. But make it a fun practice. I got a pink planner from Amazon, and I ordered stickers, and I started writing out my goals in different colored pens from the dollar store, and it just made it so much more fun of a process. I used to do stickers in high school, so it's like, why not do it now? Then going on Pinterest and creating a vision board and an action board, and really coming up with the images of what inspires you instead of thinking of something that's so far away from you. Think of it in a way that it's close to you. So it's already really cold and dark outside. You don't want to feel like you're just pushing the pavement in the winter. I don't believe in punishing yourself to achieve your goals. I believe in celebrating yourselves all along the way to achieving your goals. Self-care is on your winter arc list. How do you make self-care fun? Because sometimes self-care can be daunting too. Sometimes it feels like a chore, but how do you make it work for you? You add elements to it. Like, I will get candles and I will light up my entire bathroom while I'm taking a bath with Epsom salts. I will make it a romantic night in with myself, and I will get an episode of Grey's Anatomy. I'll put it on my computer or iPad, and I have a little wooden board across my bathtub, and I'll watch an episode while I'm taking a bath, and I enjoy it. Have a tea beside me, and I just love that feeling of taking a bath instead of like, oh, I have to take a bath. It's like, I want to take this bath today. Or if I'm going to put my red light therapy mask on, I will put a podcast on that I really want to listen to. I just don't do the practices without adding something into it that makes it more fun for me, because sometimes self-care can be a little bit boring. Adding little elements to your self-care practice. And a huge thing with self-care too is to protect your time around self-care. Boundaries are a form of self-care. If you say that you're gonna go home early because you're gonna take some time to yourself and put on a YouTube coffee shop jazz videos, there's hundreds of them, thousands of them, and I will play it while I'm journaling, because journaling is a self-care practice for me. When I wake up in the morning and journal while it's dark and I'm cold and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this right now, by putting on some light coffee shop jazz and lighting a candle and lighting my fireplace while I journal and having a blanket ready for me in a robe, that makes the journaling practice so much better. Because when you wake up and it's cold in your house and you step on the ground and it's cold, like you don't want to get up. So I also got like some fuzzy little socks that I wear that have like aloe fuzzy socks, and I'll put those on with my robe, with my journal, and just having all these steps, and like a tea that you're really excited for. Like, I got a gingerbread spice tea the other day. That all helps me achieve the practice of journaling. I know it seems a little bit silly, but why don't I get the things that actually make me feel excited? And all that stuff helps me romanticize my journaling practice, and I haven't missed it since I started doing that. And by also having like a broader, let's say, journaling goal, instead of answering so much set questions, I do free writing in the morning. I'm doing the artist way, where you just wake up in the morning and just free longhand write whatever comes to mind. Because when I was having little prompts before, too many prompts, I was getting like, oh, I don't know what I'm grateful for today. Like, I honestly felt that way, and it would be a barrier to me wanting to do it. But by having just space to just free write and in a journal that looks pretty while I'm in a robe drinking tea, like all of that stuff helps. So what can you add to your self-care practice that helps? Is it Epsom salts in the bath? Is it just boundaries of just having time alone, reading a book while playing some light jazz? Or is it writing in a journal in the morning while nobody else is awake? Whatever you can add to romanticize your self-care practice, add it, because sometimes self-care is daunting. Sometimes self-care feels like a chore, and you can make it fun. Now, when it comes to the nutrition and physical health part of your winter arc, this part is the hardest part for me, because I've gained a lot of weight and it feels not exciting to go to the gym. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like going to the gym, especially in wintertime. And I don't like walking 10,000 steps, especially in the wintertime. It's cold where I live, and it's snowy and it's icy. So I've allowed myself to listen to something more than personal development, because I can listen to personal development all day long. But I recently downloaded Matthew McConaughey's Green Lights, and if you haven't heard that, please download it, because when he reads his story to you, it is so interesting. Like, his voice, he's such a great actor, and when he tells that story, it makes it more of an interesting walk. Or the other day, I actually listened to the Harry Potter theme song while I was walking on a trail because I was looking at all the fall leaves and I was walking my dog and it was a little bit chilly, but with that Harry Potter music playing in the background, I was like, okay, I feel like I'm in a movie. Listening to Harry Potter on my Spotify just changed the whole vibe because it felt so magical. Or sometimes I will play the Succession playlist while I'm in my house, just like walking around and thinking because it feels so like intense and just, I don't know, just gets me in the mood to get some work done. And that helps me romanticize the darkness. Also, when you pair a winter show with the winter season, really start thinking about what you want to watch instead of passively watching something. Plan it. Like I go to Netflix and I see what's coming out, or to HBO, and I will put it in my calendar things I'm looking forward to. Like Outer Banks is coming out or Love is Blind is coming out, and I will make it an intentional practice to sit down, be fully present while watching it, not scrolling on TikTok, but really watching the show and enjoying it. Like looking forward to that episode is coming out. Like there's nothing like looking forward to a show when you come home, you know what I mean? So if you already have that plan in your calendar, that also helps you romanticize just being at home watching a Netflix show because you've planned it. Something else I've done this winter to romanticize it is I got a membership to the movie theater. I didn't even know you could do that. And so now, because I'm always like, oh, I'll go to the movie theater later. But now that I have a membership, it comes out every single month. So like now I'm like forced to go to the movie theater, which I enjoy doing. But in the winter, I just don't like to leave my house. But it gives me something to leave my house to. Look up local events happening in your city or your town. There's so many winter markets and winter fairs that are so fun to go to, where you can get a lot of cute little items from local businesses, but you may have no idea it's happening if you don't look it up. Look up to see if there's a show going on. Like I found out that there was a film festival nearby me, and I went to it the other day and I enjoyed watching an amazing movie that was at Tribeca, and I had no idea about this, but by finding little things happening nearby, that can help you enjoy your winter more instead of just staying in the house all the time. And when you spend less time on your phone this winter, it will help you romanticize your life because you will be focused on what you are doing instead of what everyone else is doing. I used to be on my phone 24/7 looking at people on Instagram that I know being like, oh, that looks so fun in LA. Oh, that looks so fun in New York. I wish I was there because I have really good friends in both those cities. And it made me not appreciate where my feet were. It made me want to be where they were instead of be happy where I am. And one of my friends told me, once you realize that where you're at is where it's at, and that just hit me really hard because now I've realized what's locally near me that I can enjoy. Is there a Christmas pop-up? Is there a pumpkin patch? Is there a movie that I want to enjoy? Is there friends and family I can see? All of those things help me romanticize my life instead of thinking about what other people are doing outside of my life on Instagram. So when you really take the time to get off your phone and be present where you are, you start to see opportunities and events happening near you that you never knew were happening. It doesn't always have to be what people are doing on your phone. Maybe New York has an amazing Christmas market, but if you don't live in New York, maybe your town has one. Maybe your city has one. All of that stuff will help you romanticize your winter. Something I haven't seen any of the winter arc videos talk about yet is play. Make sure you make time for play, just having fun, being silly. Make a gingerbread house, go to a pumpkin patch, go do some arts and crafts, try a different dance class. I know we want to get locked in and level up and become the best version of ourselves, but I think when you allow yourself to have playtime as an adult, that is becoming the best version of yourself, because you only live once, so why not have fun when you're living? And you shouldn't have to suffer during your locking in and your leveling up. You definitely have to make certain sacrifices, but you don't need to suffer. So find opportunities to play. Maybe try that pottery class you've always wanted to try, or that pole dancing class. I'm saying this to myself because those are things on my list that I never end up doing. So book it. Go on ClassPass. Maybe there's a class that you want to try nearby, a couple yoga classes that you were afraid to try before. That all helps you romanticize your winter. The number one thing, do not forget, is to plan everything. If you are going to say that you're going to do self-care, put it in your calendar. If you're going to say that you're going to try a dance class, put it in your calendar. If you're going to say that you're going to cook a meal that you've been wanting to try for so long because of TikTok, put it in your calendar. When it comes to your winter arc, make sure you put these things in your calendar so that you show up for yourself, because when it is dark and and it is cold and it is gloomy, you just want to go to bed or you just want to watch TV. But if you have it in your calendar and you have an alarm set and it becomes something that you look forward to, you're more likely to do it. At least I am. You do not have to punish yourself this entire winter while you're trying to level up. Romanticizing these things can help you with your winter arc. Romanticizing your life will help you feel like your life is a movie and you are the main character and you aren't just consuming other people. So wherever you are in your journey, please leave a comment below on how you will be romanticizing your winter arc, and if any of these things relate to you,